Hi and welcome back. In this update, as you can see, I now have trains running and back scenes in place. I have the 3 tracks I planned for, and whilst they don't yet go around the layout completely yet, I'm nearly at the point of complete loops. The next project will be the lift out section by the entrance door. I've looked at lots of different types and think I'm going to go for the whole lift out approach, aligned using dowels and secured using a roller latch mechanism. The track itself is going to be connected using chop blocks of some kind. So I want to keep it simple, as I have done with the layout plan as a whole. I just want to watch trains go around, as you know. So this update will show what I used and how I laid the track and how I did the back scenes. So let's go back to myself earlier this month to see some of the approach that I've taken. Cheers all. I've used ID Backscenes Premium range, as I have found from previous experience and again with this layout that they adhere really well to the correct surface and look very good once stuck down. They cut easily and can even be peeled back up if necessary to realign. I used 3mm plywood that I first sealed with PVA before painting with white emulsion paint, and then a coat of varnish which helps with the backscene adhesive sticking flat to the surface. To fix the back scenes in place, I fixed some battens onto the stud work with a gap for them to slot into. This means they are easy to remove in the future with no glue, nails or velcro required to keep in place. So far this is working really well on my layout. For laying the track, I used 2mm cork rolls and copy decks as my fixing of choice. It stinks, but boy does it do a great job of both fixing the cork to the plywood base and the track to the cork. In order to make this work, worth pointing out a couple of things. Firstly, when laying the cork, I let the glue settle when spread on both the plywood and the cork for 5 minutes so that it creates a sticky bond between both. So as soon as you stick the two together, they create a really good bond that makes it easy to do curves as well as straight sections. Same applies to the track fixing to the cork. On my previous layout, I used track pins which I found quite annoying to get into the plywood. You could see them, and when it came to taking any track up, it made a right mess of the sleepers. I've already tested and found that using copy decks, even though the bond is firm and the track is not bending or coming up at all, if you do need to take any up, it is possible to remove it and the cork as well, leaving no trace of adhesive, which is amazing, frankly, and so much easier going forward. I have soldered droppers to all my lengths of track underneath the rails so that they'll be hidden by the ballast when down. I'm also quite confident now that if I do get any dropouts in the future, using the open baseboard approach means I can now get to any section without any obstructions in the way. Happy days.